Hello everybody, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening depending on where you are in this amazing world. My name is Donovan Jolly, and welcome everybody once again for another amazing video of DIY investing. Today I want to dive into some more XRP analysis because it's approaching an amazing time for re-entry. I wanted to give you guys my thoughts and perspectives with XRP because I've made a bunch of money off of it over the last month, and I know a lot of you guys that watch my channel are big XRP investors yourselves. So today we're going to look into XRP. I'm going to share with you guys when the maximum point of financial opportunity is for a re-entry, and then I'm also going to share with you guys where I think prices are going to be headed over the next couple weeks to months to follow. If you're new and just finding this channel, always remember to do me a favor by leaving a like, comment, and subscribing to this channel for more updates. Make sure that you guys click that notification bell so you don't miss out on any new videos like the one provided for you here. And guys, make sure you sign up and join to the fastest growing and the very best Discord community out there in crypto. My server has over 17,500 followers and it's growing faster every single day. Make sure you guys sign up and join by clicking inside the description of this video, and there you're going to find the invitation link to my Discord server. On the Discord server, I also offer my VIP content like my video course and signal. So if you guys ever want to copy my entire long-term portfolio, follow every single trade that I take, as well as get access to private VIP videos that I only make for members in my Discord, then make sure you stay all the way to the end of this video because I'm going to take a couple minutes to explain how you guys can get signed up, the pros of doing so, and what it's going to take to get you guys going today. One final thought before we jump into the video, guys, is to make sure to download my free ebook. This ebook is specifically made for new guys getting into the market that want a little bit more education to go off of so that they can know how to be profitable when trading these markets. I've made this ebook for you and it's free to download, and it's going to help you guys understand the ins and outs of trading and investing in a way that I wish I would have had when I first got into these markets. So once again, links are provided for you in the description to download and sign up. And with all that being said, guys, let's jump right into this amazing video today. Alrighty guys, so here we are taking a look at XRP on the dollar. We're going to look at this chart, and then we're also going to be diving into the market cap of XRP just so that we can fully understand exactly where I think we're headed. Because I think that ultimately, you should look at the dollar chart, but you should also be looking at the market chart. You should look at the dollar chart, but you should also be looking at the market cap chart because I honestly think that the market cap chart is a little bit more accurate a lot of the time. And so we can use both charts to understand exactly where I think prices are going to be headed, because I think that now is honestly the point in the cycle where we're approaching a good time to re-enter in the market. Maybe you guys took some profits from buying down in here. You took a little bit of profits, or maybe you have extra cash on the sidelines. You're looking to actually buy into some more XRP. Today, we're going to talk about all of those things, and then we're also going to be looking at where I think prices are going to be headed over the next couple months so that we can get an all-around understanding of the direction that XRP is headed. So when we drop into the shorter time frames, let's drop it to a 4-hour. Not much has happened on this consolidation. Really, guys, we're seeing the same type of stuff. We're still just kind of grinding on this descending resistance, lower lows, lower highs. We haven't been able to manage any significant breaks. But when I look at this chart, it looks a lot just like your classic ABC correction based off of Elliott wave theory. And to be quite honest, I wouldn't be surprised if we bottomed here. I also wouldn't be surprised if we went down a little bit lower, potentially as low as 38 cents. That's really the bottom half of my target. And that's really where I think the last spot of, here's the thing, guys. If we drop to a bigger time frame, let's take a look. So we have this entire region here, right? This was the resistance at about, 30, wherever you want to call it. The top of this resistance is going to be about 34.5 cents. So we could theoretically fall as low as that. I don't really want to see us falling below 40 cents necessarily. That's really what I'm watching for. I would just be watching for 50 cents down to about 40 cents as the prime reentry spot. But the thing is, guys, we got to clear above this descending resistance. If you're just looking to blindly jump into this dip, I think that this one's actually the best one that you could have gone into. Considering the fact, guys, we've been in this bear market for so long. So many years that we've been consolidating, just basically going nowhere besides down. And now this is really the first impulse that we've had in this new trend. We had a ton of new buy volume that came in here. We have more volume that's came in here than any of the prior cycle volume. And so that tells me that there's plenty of new money that's entering into this market. Now, a lot of people, a lot of good traders out there were waiting for the breakout of this level here at 30 cents. And then they were going to be buying the retest of that. And so this is exactly what's going to take place, guys. As XRP investors, if you didn't manage to accumulate everything that you wanted to down here, this is probably going to be your last shot of doing so. Because there's also a lot of other people out there that didn't want to buy when the prices were down here. They didn't want to buy because we were still below this resistance at 30 cents, and they were waiting for the breakout and then the retest of that level as support. And so there's going to be a lot of people that are actually looking to jump into the market and buy XRP. And so as XRP investors, we have to be ready and willing to jump in on our opportunity as well so that we don't miss out on that. Now, when I look at this, we're right back onto support of the previous resistance, a couple different previous resistance levels. This was the previous resistance that was at about 47 cents, and we can see that we're just right onto support of this. And so is this a good chance to be buying? Yeah, based off of support, based off of analyzing price action alone, this does look to be a pretty solid area. Keep in mind though, as I pointed out a little earlier, we could bleed a little bit lower before we do manage to find a short-term bottom here. And so that's why I'm actually looking to the dollar chart as well as the market cap chart to understand exactly where I think this bottom is going to take us. And that's actually why I look at the market cap chart, is because the levels for price action are actually even easier to identify in the total market cap chart for XRP. And that's why we're going to look at that one here in a second. But as it stands right now, guys, we are at this major level. If we throw this level all the way back here, we can see that this was support here, it was resistance here, short-term support, resistance, 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 and we have now just flipped this. And so this is actually looking like a perfect support and resistance flip. This is exactly what you want to see if you're a bull looking to enter the market. Now, if we actually come over here and take a look at the total market cap for XRP, I think that this chart's even going to be a little bit more accurate in a lot of different ways, just because I think that there's a little bit more price history that we can go off of. Now, when I look at this chart, the levels are going to be a little bit different here. When I look at this chart, I see something like this that's going to be playing out. Maybe a level right here at about $19 billion. And basically, this shows that we might still have a little bit left to go on the downside. And really, I would draw it about right here. This is where I would watch, and I think, honestly, the market cap for XRP is going to be the first one to really start to reverse. And we need to watch this chart specifically to know when the best time for entry is. I think that this is going to be the best time for entry down here at, $19.5 billion in market cap. I think that we'd end up selling off to here, and then ultimately that's where we're going to bounce, and then we're going to keep going up, upwards of $1 per XRP. That's ultimately where I think that we end up here. This is just a support and resistance at this major level that we've had. It's going to get bought up really quickly, and if we're not ready beforehand, we're simply going to miss out on this opportunity, and that's why I wanted to give you guys this update today, is just to talk about the fact that where XRP is today, it's at this major level where once we flip it and once we hit onto this previous resistance as support, there's going to be a lot of new money flooding into this market, whether it's old money that's just been sitting on the sidelines waiting to accumulate XRP, or whether it's just new money coming into the market. There's going to be a mix of both, and that's why this dip is going to get bought up really quickly. And so if you guys are waiting to accumulate more XRP, you don't want to really be waiting too much longer. This is the point in time in which you want to actually start doing that. Once we've actually broken out of our resistance levels and then we're falling back onto previous resistance as support. This is the best times to enter the market because the risk is gone. You don't have to risk holding inside of the bearish trend where it could keep going lower, where you don't know where the bottom is. Now you can actually know for certain that the bottom's in because we flipped all of our resistance levels and it's now acting as support. So really, guys, like I've been drawing for you guys a number of different times in times past, the only difference is this move that we recently got was a little bit higher than I expected. And so overall, it's just better for us bulls that have been investing. But what happens when we bottom here is it's going to get bought up quickly. Now let's actually dive into another chart that I wanted to share with you guys that's going to perfectly showcase where I think XRP's market cycle is headed over the next couple months. Let's zoom out a little bit and let's actually take the prior chart of silver, because honestly, guys, I don't know why I never see people talking about this comparison. I seem to be the only person that I've ever really seen on YouTube that talks about this. I don't even see anybody making this comparison on Twitter even. And so I've always wondered that. But this is a pattern that's played out identically ever since I first found this pattern probably 6 or 8 months ago. I've just been following it so closely because it perfectly shows exactly how bullish XRP is by taking a look at one of the prior cycles that has followed identically to this cycle. And so let's actually go through here. Let's scrunch this up just a slight bit. And let's actually just come through and analyze the similarities here, because in my opinion, you simply can't deny how identical both of these cycles are, and this is what's ultimately going to be taking us into new all-time highs. And so we need to analyze this and be aware so that we can show the most amount of people, because honestly, guys, For me as a chart guy, I have to come onto these YouTube videos and I have to map out my thoughts and visualize them in a way that the average person that's investing in these markets can see. A lot of you guys that follow me maybe don't really understand how to trade, maybe don't understand a lot of the technical analysis that I do, but you watch this channel because I make it easy for you guys to understand what I'm doing and what I see in the charts. And this is the way I do it, by basically analyzing prior market cycles that look similar to what we're seeing in crypto, so that you guys can see how prior cycles have played out and how you can apply them to what we're seeing today in the cryptocurrency markets. And then that's ultimately what's going to give us this long-term projection that I see being so bullish for these cryptos. And so if we come in here, guys, let's actually go through and let's take a look and let's analyze the similarities here, because at this point, guys, they are identical. So in my opinion, this is really where we have our first accumulation, and this is ultimately what takes us into that final blow off top, right? We go through the accumulation, and then we go through this massive blow off top. With XRP and with silver, it basically just went vertical. We're seeing vertical price action, very expansive, and this is the exact same thing that we saw here. Accumulation, vertical expansion, same thing, and then we start the bear market decline back down, and it's identical to what we saw here with silver. Lower highs, lower lows, and we get another lower high, right? Now, this is really identical to what we saw in silver. Pretty much the exact same chart here. Accumulation leads to vertical price expansion. Same thing happens here. Same lower highs, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. We get 3 lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, right? And then this is ultimately what takes us to the accumulation. Now, this is where it gets a little bit different here. Inside of silver, we make this little double bottom reversal pattern. Whereas XRP, it does a little bit different here. You know, after this third lower low, it kind of consolidated sideways here, but then it ended up selling through support, and we ended up making 3 more lower lows before this correction was done. But nonetheless, guys, you got to understand that when we analyze these basic market cycles and we put them together, you guys got to understand that there's going to be similarities, but there's also going to be differences here. And all we can do is really analyze the human emotions, because it's human emotion that creates a market cycle. These big pumps followed by these sharp crashes, where it goes sideways for years and years, and then it goes for another big rise. This is all human emotion. It's all humans that are trading it and investing their money, which they're emotionally invested to, right? Now, even though we didn't follow quite the exact same accumulation, we went through roughly a similar one, right? Where we went through this period where we're just sideways up and down, sideways up and down. Even though it looks a little bit different, it's pretty much the exact same chart. And then this is ultimately what takes us into this next parabolic trend. And so if the pattern continues, we should be theoretically seeing something along the lines of this. And this is kind of what I'm personally going to be watching out for with XRP. I really do believe that we're going to continue to follow the same type of trend that we have up to this point. I mean, it's identical to what we're seeing in the prior cycles of silver. And it looks just the exact same chart. And I can't stress that enough, guys. Anytime we can look at charts, specifically one as valuable as silver, think about how much money is in silver's market cap. Think about how many people invest into silver all across the world. It's a global store of value, right? Think about how everybody trusts that market. Now we can apply the exact same market cycle that silver had in the 1980s, and we can look at what's happening to XRP today, and we can see the exact same similarity. There is almost no difference here, and that is exactly the reason why this cycle is about to get so parabolic. We are about to see one, quite honestly, bigger than anything we've seen up to this point. And I was here for the last cycle, and I'm here to tell you guys how amazing it is and how opportunistic the whole cycle is for people that want to make a bunch of money. If you're ready and you're able and you're willing, you're going to make a lot of money. And that's why we have to understand how these cycles work. It's very obvious to tell what's going on, and that's why I've been so bullish on XRP for so long. I've tried my hardest to get as many people involved as I could. I tried my hardest to warn everybody about what was going to happen, and now we've already started to see what's happening taking place. With this recent breakout, this is really the last good buying opportunity that you're going to get. I've tried to analyze the fractals. I've tried to show you guys the market cycles, because when things go parabolic, this is literally what they look like, and I've tried to warn everybody for so long. But the thing is, guys, only the smart people are going to listen. The people that are going to ignore you are going to end up FOMO buying when the prices are already at the all-time highs. We're not like that. We're looking to make the most money for ourselves, and that's why we've dollar cost averaged and ignored all the FUD. For the smart people that have made it this long, pat yourself on the back, because this is a part of the cycle where we're all setting ourselves up to make a lot of money. And I'm just super thankful to have my amazing community here. Thank you guys so much for the support. You know, as XRP community, you've really supported this channel a lot, and I'm just so thankful for each and every one of you guys out there that supports the channel, that's been here over the last year or so as my channel's really started to grow as much as it have. I really appreciate you guys, and I'm just thankful that you're here to make all of this money with me, because ultimately that's what I want most. See you guys profit, to see you guys succeed. That is what matters most to me, because I've already done it for myself. I already know what it feels like to make yourself finally rich after so much struggle, and I'm ready to see you guys do the exact same things for yourself. So as we wrap up this video, I want to take a couple minutes to explain how you guys can sign up for the video course and signals for the people that want to. Now, first things first, when you're investing into the market, guys, and you support what I do on this channel, the best thing that you're going to be able to do for yourself is to come in and join the signals, because then you're going to be able to get access to every single trade that I take. If you like what I do on this channel, you like all the investments that I talk about, you see us making all of this money every day from the coins I talk about, make sure you guys join and sign up for my Discord server. By joining and signing up for the signals, you guys are actually going to be getting access to my entire long-term portfolio, where over 80% of my money is. On top of that, you're also going to be adding access to every single trade that I take, and I post inside of a private chat room on Discord. On top of that, you also are going to get access to private VIP videos that I only make for members that are inside of that VIP signals. And so if you guys want to get access to this, all you guys got to do to sign up is to click inside the description of this video, and there you're going to find the website. You guys are going to, on the website, I have two different packages. I offer the video course and I offer the signals. The video course is going to be 20 educational videos that teach you guys technical analysis, so you guys can go about trading inside of these markets and do it at your own pace. And then I also have the signals, or the ability to copy my portfolio. If you guys can only pick, you guys can purchase them together or separate. If you can only pick one, I always recommend going with the signals first, because the signals are going to be the way for you guys to make a bunch of money copying what I'm doing. And then if you guys want to pursue the course full time, you can take some of those profits that you make off of following my trades and pursue that as well. Now, once again, guys, links provided for you in the description to sign up for that. One final thought before we finish up the video is, if you don't want to sign up for any of my VIP stuff, I do have a free ebook that's linked in the description for new people getting into the markets that want to have a little bit more extra study guide to go off of. I've spent a lot of time dedicated towards making you guys this free ebook to help new guys getting into the market that needs a little bit more insight on how to trade and invest properly. I've also got a 10-part quiz packed in there, so you guys can go through, read the contents of the ebook, and then quiz yourself so you retain all of that knowledge learned. Once again, links are provided for you in the description to check out my video course and signals. Links are also provided for you in the description to download my free ebook. And with all that being said, guys, I'll catch you in the next video. As always, peace out.